Hi folks, and good evening and welcome to another project. This is the Bang & Olufsen Beocentre I got from Jay over at Jay's Vintage Junk, and you've seen this on his video. He did a video on this where he did an overview on this particular unit, and basically it was the radio was working. Well, it still is. Radio works fine. The record player makes a noise, which we'll get into, and the cassette recorder doesn't work. Anyway, it will in a minute. Anyway folks, I do believe I found the fault. I'm just going to get my IPA down. I do believe I found the fault. The fault is actually a belt. On the cassette problem, the cassette player's got a fault, got a dodgy belt on it. What's happened is the belt's rotted, and the belt turns a sensor a bit like a counter, and what it does, it tells the machine when the tape has been chewed up so it can stop. It stops the take-up spool, and basically the machine just stops because it thinks the tape's either come to an end or there's an issue. Anyway, there is an issue because the belt that drives that's actually snapped. So I'm actually just cleaning off the remnants of the old belt before I fit a nice new one, if I've got one of the right size. I'm hoping I have. Be a nice easy fix for me. I mean, the record player, I've got a feeling what's wrong there, but there's no pickup on it, so I'm not really too bothered, because I won't be paying that kind of money to replace the pickup in that. But I will see about returning the record player to normal full working order, just in case I sell the machine and the new owner wants to pay the money for the cartridge, you know, then I will gladly repair it. But for my own use, and I'm actually planning on keeping this unit for myself, and I'm just cleaning what's left of the old belt, if I can, off this pulley here. There we go. That's the remains of the old belt gone. Now let's have a look in my collection of belts and find a belt, see if I've got one that goes from here it goes from the tape. Doesn't go where I thought it went. It goes here. So let's get some more. Get some more IPA on the cloth. It goes to the take-up spool. I thought it went to that little pulley next to it. It doesn't. But I'm amazed actually how easy this came apart. You take the turntable off. You just pull the metal turntable off the top plate, and underneath is instructions for the Bang & Olufsen serviceman to get in there and fill his boots. Have we got all the bits out of there? Not quite. Don't any remnants of it old belt in there gumming this thing up once I've cleaned it. Want it to work as good as it's possible to get. I want it to go as good as it's possible to get it. And what I'm going to do, I'm also Gonna clean the pinch roller while the mechanism's out. I'll try to. Fuck it. I'll give it all a good clean in a minute. What I'm going to do now, folks, I'm going to just have a look through my meagre collection of belts, and I think you see, I have the knack of being able to put my hand on the right belt as and when I need the right belt, and there we are, look at that. Perfect. Right. Now let's just turn this on. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? There it is. Now let's plop the cassette in. Well, that's good, it's staying on rewind. Yay! When Jay tried it, it rewind for a second and stop. Volume. Why are we getting no sound? Oh, hang on, it might just turn down here. There's a bloody volume control somewhere. There it is. Stop. And auto stop. Let's turn the tape over. And that sounds, like a Bang & Olufsen should. I'll just give Jay a quick ring. That sounds like a Bang & Olufsen should there, folks. Bear with me a minute.
I think of you. I think of you every minute. I lie awake each lonely night. I think of...
Hello again, folks, and welcome back. I was going to do a part 2 where I looked at the lights, the display lights on the Bang & Olufsen, but I'm not going to. The reason why I'm not going to is because it's too much like hard work, folks. And in all honesty, I don't want to go that deep into it, but I think it should be brighter than what it is. But I've actually given it a polish. I'm going to give it a bit more of a polish. I'll have to have a look online to see whether or not whether or not it's what do you call it, a fault, or whether it's supposed to be like that. I got a feeling it's not supposed to be like that. I got a feeling it's got an issue with its display, but I'm happy with it. I mean, it is working. I mean, You just heard the cassette, the radio works. Well, the radio worked when I got it. There weren't an issue with the radio or the amplifier. You know, this is, you know, as Jay described it when he did his review. Well, say review, correction, overview. When he did his overview on it and he tested it for the first time, the record player made an horrendous noise, to use one of Jay's words.
Of you, yeah, that day.
Where is the bloody... There it is. See, that's lovely and quiet now, that. And if I put a record on... There we go. There you go. The arm goes over. If it had a cartridge in it, it would play it. Why is that catching on the lid now? Oh, I know why. It's because... Yeah, if we go, try again. Yeah, there we go. It's because there's no cartridge on it, of course, that's silly me. And if I press 33, drops it down, speeds it up, press pause, press play, and I would imagine if you press stop. No. No. Yeah. But it won't go on there because there's no cartridge in it, so it catches on there. But when there's a cartridge, when it's got a cartridge in it, it will actually, you know. I like the way what it does. It lifts the record up, but it does actually. Brings it back. Is that supposed to catch with it? I don't know whether it is, you know. You can get your finger at the back there to adjust. I don't know whether that's... It might be slightly off centre, the turntable, you know. The actual deck might be slightly off centre. Let's just have a quick look. The deck off centre. Can't see why it would be. Because that catches there and it shouldn't, so... I don't know. It doesn't matter. What's this here? Oh, removal of the volume knob. Yeah. Yeah, you're only supposed to take this apart if you're a Bang & Olufsen. I mean, the deck's not catching anywhere. But I do think it's sitting a bit low there. It might be... Make sure I tightened all these up. Because I undone them thinking that you had to. Yeah, that's tight. God, that's a fucking thin arm, that, innit? Make sure all this is tight. Make sure that's tight there. You're not supposed to do that. I did. There we go. Yeah, it's tight. Anyway, and that's your Bang & Olufsen turntable, folks. It just sits on there. And then I don't think it is actually. I'm not bothered anyway, I won't be using it. I can't use it anyway, so it don't fucking matter, does it? It's a shame really, I'd like to be able to play a record on it. Do a full test of everything, but on this you can't just do that unless you want to pay about 200 or 300 quid for a pickup or whatever they are. I'm going to price them up just out of curiosity, but I won't be buying one. I'm just going to use it as a radio cassette receiver, a cassette radio receiver, Cassette. So I'm going to use it as. But I'm happy with the fact that I've got it working. Just give this tape one last test.
Think of you, yeah, that day you walked away and out of sight. But now my arms just long to hold you like they.
Well, that project didn't last long, did it, folks? That's a bit of a shame, really, isn't it? I would have liked. It was a shame we got a crack in the lid, but there again, you can't have everything, can you? It's a shame, really, that the project didn't last as long as what I thought it might have done. I mean, this project's one of the shortest I've ever done. I'm going to try it on my Dynatron speakers in a bit in the front room, because I'm going to actually polish this up, and I'm going to keep this. I've made my mind up. I'm not going to sell this. Nobody can have this. It's mine. And yeah, nobody. No, it doesn't matter how much you offer me. No one can have this. It's mine. I'm keeping it. And I hope you enjoyed the video, folks. And I'll catch you all later. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.